Hey guys, Charlie Carp, Carpenter Son of Calhoun Capital Properties, your go-to realtor, making real estate less scary. Today we're going to hear from Chris Poticny with Central Exteriors. They are a great source for your roofing and exterior needs. They're based in Rockville, Maryland, serving Maryland, DC, and Virginia. So let's hear what Chris has to say.
Hey guys, my name is Chris Poticny. I'm with Central Exteriors out of Rockville. Standing in front of the Arts Barn, which is a project we completed not too long ago for the city of Gaithersburg. I'm here today to talk to you about the best way to select a roofing contractor or an exterior remodeling specialist. And I really think there are three main components that are most important. The first thing you want to do is seek out the advice of your neighbors. So you can go to the Nextdoor app, you can go to a Facebook group, a community page, or just walk around the neighborhood if you see work being done. Speak to them, ask questions about the quality of the work, their efficiency, their communication, anything that's going to affect the job. Price is another good one to ask, even though they may not divulge that information, but I would always ask those questions. So it's a lot better than going to Angie's List or Yelp, because those are pay-to-play type of advertisements, so I can pay somebody and I have to pay more money to get my name ranked higher. Whereas if you go to a Facebook group, or if you go to a Nextdoor app or something like that, you're getting it straight from the horse's mouth, which I think is way more important. So receiving your bidders or receiving your companies through the neighborhood, I think, is probably the most important way, the best way to do it. Number two would be looking for a company that's got longevity. So a company with 10 plus years of experience. I know that every company's got to start somewhere, but when it comes to roofing, you're talking about a 30 to 40 year investment. You don't want a company that's offering a 20-year labor warranty that's only been in business for 2 years. So having a company that's got some longevity shows that they are committed to sustaining a long-term business and that they're looking to grow their company. They're going to be there to honor that warranty 10, 15, 20 years from now. That's probably one of the most important things. Now, it doesn't mean that every company that's been in business for 50 years is the best company out there, but usually that means that they've committed themselves to running a business based on volume and getting lots of work, and lots of work means happy crews doing better work. So they're much happier to be working and getting paid than sitting on their butts at home. On top of that, and the last thing I think that is probably the most important, is making sure that your contractor is licensed and insured. That is the only protection that you as a consumer have that's going to protect you against claims for injuries on the work site or issues with damage to your property. The license is something that is going to give you an option and recourse if there's a problem. If you hire somebody who's unlicensed, you're on your own. Insurance is what's going to protect you against those injuries, and is also going to protect you against the damage. And really, if you're finding somebody who's licensed and insured, that tells me that that company is committed, like I said, to sustaining that long-term business. They're paying the money, they're investing in themselves, and to me, that's huge. Usually the lower price contractors, if there's somebody who's on the really low end of the price spectrum, they're probably lacking one of those things. They don't want to pay for liability insurance or workers' comp or something like that. And that's a really important thing for you as a consumer. Don't cheap out. This isn't a $1,000 or $2,000 drywall thing. This is a $5, $10, $15, $20, $30,000 project that you're investing a lot of money and a lot of time in, and you're investing it into your house. And to cheap out on something like that and go with somebody who's not licensed or insured would be a huge mistake. All right, so to recap, the three things that you want to look for, right, are going to be number one is sourcing your roofing contractor from your neighbors, your friends, probably specifically your realtor. In this case, probably Carpenter Son. I know I've helped a lot of my friends and a lot of the people that I've worked with, a lot of my clientele. And I think that's probably your best route to go when you're talking about hiring a contractor and sourcing them. Number two is going to be longevity, hiring somebody who has been in a business for over 10 years, is going to be there to honor that warranty. Central Exteriors has been in business since 1956. And the reason why we stayed in business for that long is because we're committed to doing things the way we always have, which is providing high quality service, low cost, and keeping the work rolling, right? Always having work for our crews to work on. And that's allowed us to stay in business for so long. We plan on being there for another 60 years if possible. And then the last thing, obviously, is making sure that your company is licensed and insured. That probably is the most important thing out there to make sure that you as a consumer are protected. So, all right, thanks for taking the time to listen to me today. I hope this was helpful, and I hope this will help you choose the right contractor for you moving forward.